Hello, happy Monday. This week, I want to take you back to an old video that I recorded many moons ago because I'm in a place of struggle right now and I've had to remind myself of this and actually teach myself what I already know. Because when life feels hard, there are so many things that we can do to get back into a good place. So if you need that and you feel like that might be you too, stick around and have a watch. So hi, for those of you that don't know me, I am Jane. I upload a video to this channel every single Monday, and I talk about all the good things: manifesting, mindset, being in control of your thoughts, and just generally changing your thoughts to change your life. And this week I wanted to take it right back to something that I recorded many moons ago, and the reason for that is because it's hard in our house at the moment, and I am having to remind myself of all those things that I teach and all those things that I know and all those things that really work. And in that struggle that I've been having just recently, the one thing that has actually taken me out of the struggle and out of the wobble and out of the feelings of being in a little bit of desperation that I felt, the one thing that has really helped me is when I take it right back to my natural wiring, when I take it back to the thing that I find helps me the most. And I can be the lowest of the low places and I can put this technique in place and I can feel better almost instantly. So I wanted to revisit that and I wanted to share the thing that's literally helping for me at the moment. Hello, I'm back. Hi, how are we? I'm in a really high vibe mood at the moment, and I figured that's what I would talk about today, because the reason I'm feeling so good and the reason I'm kind of so woo is easy, and anybody can be like this and get like this and feel like this, and it's no trick. And it's not any kind of woo-woo stuff. And I've not been doing an hour of meditation or any of that stuff. I've literally been doing something that is available to every single one of us, whenever we choose it. And I wanted to talk about how easy it can be to feel so good, so happy, and just get yourself out of a bit of a funk. Because start from the beginning. Okay, first things first, please like, please subscribe, please stick around, because I love doing these. I love doing this. It's my thing and I love it and it makes me happy. But yeah, this morning I woke up and I was in a bit of a funk. I don't know why either. I've been doing a lot of work on myself, as you know, always doing work on myself. It's never done. Right, this stuff is never done. We literally have to keep working on ourselves forever. Even somebody like me who has practices that I follow and, know how to lift myself out of things. We all have days when things don't quite go to plan, or you wake up and you feel a little bit meh. Just, generally, because we are human beings and we have feelings. And there's sometimes there's reasons, right, that we don't feel good, and sometimes we know what those reasons are, but other times you just wake up and you're just not feeling it. You're just not, and you don't know why, and you don't have to. This is the thing, right? I think we get so caught up in the, I must know why I'm not feeling good. I must know why my life doesn't feel particularly good today, so I can just, brush that thing under the carpet. No, right? Feelings are to be felt. That's why you're given them. There's this massive misconception, I think, in the world of, mindfulness and when you're trying to manifest your dreams and you're trying to stay all good energy and all of that, that you can't feel your feelings, that is wrong, right? If you have something that I've gone off on a tangent already, but I'm gonna come back to why I'm in a good mood, but this is important. If you have something that's made you feel down, if there's something going on in your life that's making you feel not quite right and it's bringing your mood down, don't bury it, right? This is massively important. You feel your feelings, to work through them, to get rid of them. You can't, the more you bury a feeling, the more you bury an emotion and just brush it under the carpet and pretend it's not there and just hope it goes away, it won't. It will fester and it will overtake everything and it will grow and grow and grow, and you never ever manage to release it. So when you're in a bit of a period of your life, life, we have the ups and downs. It's like the roller coaster, right? We ride the wave. Let the feelings in, feel them, to let them flow out again, because that's the only way they won't get stored in your body, and that's the only way they won't become low vibration and stick in your inner being and bring you down. Right, so that's that. That wasn't what I wanted to say today, but I obviously was meant to, because something made me go off on that tangent, and I've done it. Right, anyway, the reason for this, right, the easiest way to get yourself feeling better if you wake up a bit in the morning like I did this morning is to find out what you love and go and do it. The answers to this, I remember when I did my interview for FAM magazine, and they asked me one of the biggest tips that I could give to somebody about staying sort of high vibe and living kind of in a better energy. And my biggest tip I'm going to share with you now is find out your natural wiring. There's something called natural wiring. We all have it, and every single one of us will have something slightly different, on the same theme, but slightly different. The thing is, think back to your childhood. Think back to the days when you were a blank canvas, right? You weren't an adult. You didn't have bills and kids and jobs and all of that, and life was still magical, and you believed in fairies and Father Christmas and all of that, but there was one thing that always made you feel particularly happy. That is your thing. That is your natural wiring. That is the thing that is going to make you feel good no matter what. For me, it was always music and singing. Always. I'm not the greatest singer, but I always enjoyed belting out a tune, pretending that I was like, it started off, this is going to show my age now. I started off pretending I was a member of ABBA, and then I moved on from ABBA to Madonna, and then I became Kylie Minogue. It was just, that I used to pretend. I used to be in my bedroom and when everyone else was out in my front room, and I would stage my own show, because listening to those songs and singing at the top of my voice and pretending that was me filled me with joy. It lifted me up and it made me happy. For you, it could be the same, right? It could be music, it could be singing, it could be dancing. It could be going out for a walk in nature. It could be exercise. It could be playing with your dog, your puppy or your kitten. It could be reading a book. It could be drawing. It could be colouring in. There are so many things, but that thing, reading even, anything, writing, it could be anything. But the clue is in your childhood. What made you massively happy when the world hadn't sort of downtrodden you, before you became an adult and before you had all the responsibility of being an adult. What was that thing when you were in that magical period of your life that took you out of yourself, that lifted you into another world, that made your imagination go? That is the thing that's going to make you the happiest as an adult. It follows, right? You can see the logic in this. For me, singing, pretending I'm a superstar, having my own concert on my own stage. And I think there's a reason why when I get in the car, because now I am an adult and I can't like belt out a tune and pretend I'm at a concert, because my logical brain knows that's not true now. But when I get in the car, I, alone, might I add, not with the girls or my hubby, just when I'm by myself, I will put on a tune and I will belt it out. And I would hate, well, actually it'd be quite funny to be in the car by the side of me, wouldn't it? If I saw me, if I was in the car next door and I watched me like staging and woo and pretending, I pretend, I still do it. And that is my time. When I'm in the car, I turn it up loud, belt out the song. And so this morning when I got into my funk and felt a bit there, I went for a walk, and I've been tuning into my higher self just recently, and I've been learning to communicate with her, and she gives me messages all the time. Now, normally when I'm out on my walk, I will listen to Audible, I will listen to some personal development, and I will, you know, feed my mind with something. This morning I listened to Bee, and she gave me the intuitive nudge to actually listen to music this morning, that I needed to listen to music this morning on my walk. And so I went out on my walk, and as I said, I've been working with Bee and my intuition, my higher self a lot, and I've been awakening, and I've actually got something called my awakening playlist. And so this morning I went out on my walk and I plugged in, got my earphones here right by me. I still haven't got earbuds, I'm a bit old school. I went and I put on my awakening playlist, and I literally just walked and listened and absorbed it, and I got so happy. It made me feel so high vibe. It made me feel so good. The beauty of having to wear the face covering is that nobody could see that I was singing in my own head behind me. You know, I was like, wow, I was doing it. I was like, I am in the car, only I wasn't making the sounds. I was just doing it in my head, but I performed that entire playlist, and now I've come back and I feel $1 million. Literally incredible. And it has lifted me from feeling really quite down and low this morning to just, like, I feel like I could take on the world right now. And so I wanted to just come on and talk about that and actually show you how easy it is once you find that thing. And I think a lot of people's will be music. They may not perform like I do, but I think a lot of people love music. There's a reason why certain songs are sent to you. Yeah, so just find your thing, find your natural wiring, think back to your childhood, think back to what it was that made you feel so incredible back then, because that is the thing that will still work now. It may have changed slightly, like I don't listen to the same music now as I did back then, because I've grown and matured, and songs have grown and matured and all of that, but it's still music, it's still singing, it's still getting in that feeling of just belting it out. The song that got me today was Show Yourself from Frozen 2. It has such a meaning for me, the words, the lyrics, everything about it. Go and listen to it properly. Don't just go, oh, it's Frozen 2. Oh, yeah. Go and actually listen to those words, because there is a deeper meaning. And if anybody is spiritual and is going through this kind of higher self finding out and this awakening journey, that song, literally, I was walking around the street, tears, I kid you not, Anybody who walked past me must have thought I was a little bit mad this morning, but I obviously needed to release something. There was obviously something that needed to get out, and that was the medium for me to do it. There was a reason I was sent out on my walk with music today. I truly believe that. And the more you can tune into that, and the more you can figure that stuff out for yourself, the easier your life is going to be. So think back to your childhood. Go back to your childhood. Find out what it is that makes you happy and do more of it. It's such an easy thing, but the next time you are feeling down or a little bit depressed or just a little bit not quite right, do that thing. It's easy. It's easy. And I promise you it will lift you out and put you in a better mood. That is what I wanted to say today. Yeah, I'll be back next week with a little bit more. See you then. Bye. So having listened to that, having watched that, I hope you can see how it could help you too. It really, really, really does. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail about what is happening for me right now, but life is a little bit tough, and I have to remind myself to actually do the things that make me happy, to actually put in the work that I am teaching and talking about to everybody else. And it is testament to what I know and what I do that I feel I'm still here and still sane. I'm still surviving right now. And I just want you to know that if you are also suffering or in a dark place or life feels really, really hard, do some of the stuff that I talk about. Do watch my videos, do listen to the podcast, and maybe even, sign up for one of the self-development courses, because it's really helping me get through where I'm at right now. And if I didn't know this stuff, and if I didn't implement the things that I am implementing, I think it would be a damn sight harder, to be honest. So that's all from me for this week. I will be back with more next week, but for anybody who is actually, a bit low right now, I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you so much hope. I know that you can get through it, whatever it is. I know that you are worthy of having an amazing life, and I know that it will get better, even if it doesn't feel like it will in the moment. So sending you love, and I will see you next week. Bye.